are my interests, you ask? Well, let me tell ya. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite subject, which is just the things that I love and that I never shut up about. So let's get into it. I'm going to talk about like my kind of cozy hobbies that I like to do in the fall, because when it gets colder outside, you know, you want to like stay in and do your little puzzles and watch your TV shows and read your books. So let's talk about the hobbies first, and then all the interests, fall related and not fall related, just general things that I can't shut up about. So all these things are just going to be pretty much things that I do that relieve my stress and just like make me happy. So first thing I like to do is do like little crossword puzzles. I do the New York Times games every single day. So I do, okay, I have an order. So I do the Wordle, and then I do the spelling bee, and then I do the mini crossword, and then I do tiles, and then I do connections, and then I do strands, and I do that every single day. So when I'm done with that and I have time at home and I feel like it, then I'll do like these big crossword puzzles. I also have this one, which is not a crossword puzzle, but it's like fill-in words. So it's basically like a crossword puzzle, but without the definitions. It's just lists all these words that you have to put in, and then you like see how they fit into the puzzle. But yeah, it's really fun. It's so like who does this for fun? I don't know, but I just like sometimes when I'm in bed, I just will like work on one of these, and it's fun to me. So, and then also I do have a Switch, but I only have like one game on it that's like a solo game that I can actually play and is like a narrative game. So I have Witchwood, and I like it. It's a bit repetitive, honestly, but it's really cozy. It's basically you basically play as a witch, and you have to do all these basically like tasks for different animals, townspeople, things. They have a problem and then you have to fix it, and it basically just tells you what to do. But it's kind of just like going around and collecting things, so it's very relaxing and fall vibes. So but there's another game, another code that I want to get, but I don't have the money for that right now, so hopefully I can get that. But that's another thing I do to just chill. And then obviously we have to talk about books. So currently I'm reading Bunny. I've already read this, but I'm rereading it with my partner now, so I'm loving it. Like, okay, the first time I read this, I had like super high expectations, and it didn't necessarily meet them, just because it wasn't what I expected. Like, I was very confused by the end, but now that I know what to expect, I'm really loving it. So yeah, it's very like dark academia fall. And then I got 2 new books from the library. This one also has a bunny on the cover. I think this is called An Ordinary Violence. I think this is also like a bit of a horror book, so it's not too long, so I'm excited to read this. And then another one called The Vegan. This has a lizard eating another lizard, which I didn't notice when I picked it up, but yeah, excited to read this too. It's also not too long. But I've kind of been like spreading out my hobbies between like books, puzzles. I haven't done a puzzle in a while, but I love doing puzzles too. Literally just any cozy thing at home is just so good. I just started school again like a month ago after like 2 years of being unemployed, so I don't have as much time to read now, but I've been reading like on transit, and then when I get home I'll just like watch TV or something like that. So I've been like not reading as much, but doing other things too, so that's fun. But I want to read more because I just like love reading. It's like my favorite. Okay, now let's get into my general interests, hobbies. Yeah, so let's do music first. Let's start easy. Not the most obsession in the brain. So currently my favorite artist to listen to is Carol Aids. I love her so much. Last year, well, this goes into another artist that I like too. So last year I saw the Aces in concert, who I also love, and Carol Aids opened for them, and I was like, I love this artist, it was so cool. And then she just recently released her first debut album, and it's so good. Like, I don't know how to explain how relatable her music is. Like, I've never had an artist that I like genuinely relate to, like all her lyrics and everything. Her music is just very like, you're in your 20s, but you're also a little girl. basically, and you'd have no idea what you're doing, but it's okay. And you're gay. But I love her so much, and she deserves more hype. But also I don't want her to get super famous because I want to gatekeep her. And then next, another album that just came out is Lady Gaga's new album. I am the biggest Lady Gaga fan. If you know me, you know that I love her so much. She was like one of my first celebrity crushes when I realized I was gay. And she just came out with a new album for Joker. I've never seen the first Joker. Am I going to see the second Joker with her in it? Yes, of course. Will I know what's going on? Probably not, but it's fine. I'm so happy her next album is also coming out super soon, so we're like getting fed right now, so I'm really happy. And then also so much new music is coming out right now, like, so another new album that I'm listening to is Pale Waves' Smitten. So I saw Pale Waves open for the 1975 in like 2019, I think, and no. Yeah, in 2019. And I immediately fell in love with them. Like, I love their music so much, but I kind of haven't listened to them as often the past few years, but now they have a new album that I love so much, and it reminds me of like their first album that I loved. And then I've been to a few concerts recently, so I went to Remy Wolf. I'll try to insert a video if I can. Amazing. I love her music so much. I literally love Remy Wolf. She is amazing. And then Omar Apollo. I saw him open for SZA last year and I was like, oh my god, so freaking good. And then I just saw him recently again and it was like the best show. It was so good. I like love going to concerts and seeing artists I love so much, and I think like 99% of the concerts I've been to in the past 2 years have been like queer artists, which is just amazing. They just make the best music. So let's move on to movies. I'm just gonna talk about a few movies that are like some of my favorites, and then also movies I want to watch or rewatch this season, like this month. So one of my favorite movies ever is But I'm a Cheerleader with Natasha Lyonne. I love Natasha Lyonne. Literally love her. But I'm a Cheerleader is this really cute lesbian rom-com from like 2000, and it's just amazing. It has like such good vibes, and it kind of has fall vibes to me, even though it's like, I don't think it's set in the fall, but it just is like cozy and comforting to me, so I just like want to rewatch it soon. It's just been on my mind. And the characters are like so cute together, and it's just like, it's so pure. I love it. And also RuPaul is in it. He plays an ex-gay character, so like it basically takes place at a conversion camp, but it's like not a serious movie. It's like very fun. It's very campy. It's kind of like a conversion camp, but everyone there is like just closeted, even like the people who work there. So RuPaul is like a guy who works there, and he is like an ex-gay, so he like pretends he's not gay anymore, but he obviously is. But it's just such a good movie. And then another movie I saw this year is Challengers. Oh my god, I loved it so much. It was like my favorite movie I've seen this year for sure. And it just came out on, I think, Prime or something like that, so I'm gonna watch it very soon. That movie, oh my god, had me in a chokehold. Like, it was so good. Like, the tension throughout the whole thing, I was so invested. Like, that is like an amazing movie. And also, I just want to say, like, any Jordan Peele movie is my favorite. I've seen Us so many times. I've seen Honk for Jesus like a number of times, and I just like love all his movies so much. They're just like the horror ones, comedy, anything. I'm obsessed with his movies, and they're like just exactly what I like, because I'm not like the biggest horror person, but his horror movies are like exactly what I want in a horror. Mix of comedy, horror, and just mwah. Okay, and then last but not least, TV shows that I'm obsessed with. This is where we really get into the deep end, because I get so attached to characters, mostly TV shows, I think, because it gives you like more time to get to know them, obviously. But there's certain TV shows that are so near and dear to my heart. Like, I don't even, there's no way I could explain it. So let's start easy. So I've been watching How I Met Your Mother for the first time. My girlfriend is showing it to me. And it's just like a fun little sitcom, but I'm actually really enjoying it, and I love the characters, and they're really funny, and it's very easy to watch. So that's one. And then this is kind of a lead-in, so it's taken me a while to get through, but I'm watching What We Do in the Shadows, which is about vampires, and they're gay also. Basically everything is gay, okay? And that leads me to my favorite show in the entire world, Our Flag Means Death, which is a gay pirate show, and the characters, the relationship in that is everything to me. Just, that show is my favorite thing on the planet. Like, I love it so much. I haven't rewatched it. Well, I have rewatched it a good amount of times, but I don't rewatch it all the time because it's like so emotional to me that I can't go there all the time, if you know what I mean. It's just like the world it takes place in, everything is just the best thing I've ever seen, and I could talk about it for years. Here's a show that I haven't started yet. So here's the story. So,
honey, you've got a big storm coming.
The other day, or I think last week, I started seeing stuff about Agatha All Along, that new show that's like the Marvel Disney show that comes after WandaVision. I never watched WandaVision because I just had no interest. Like, I don't really like a lot of Marvel stuff, but this stuff was coming out, how it's like super queer and stuff. So basically, in this show, it's Aubrey Plaza and Catherine Hahn, and they're playing witches who are like probably exes, like fighting, you know, they got something going on. So I kept seeing edits of this, and then I kept seeing edits of it, and then I got increasingly obsessed, and I have not even watched the show yet, but I am so invested in these characters, it's like not healthy. I'm like so obsessed with them, and I don't even know them yet, but like I know them. And so because of that, apparently I do have to watch WandaVision first before I start Agatha. So I've just started watching WandaVision to get to that, and that just really shows the dedication that queer people have. If you see like one relationship or character that you want to watch, you'll like watch anything to get to them. And WandaVision is actually good so far, so I'm like happy with it, but I'm so obsessed, and I'm so happy that like this is a thing, and now I have like more shit to get obsessed with. It's been all I'm thinking about, so. And then one more, so I started watching Dickinson like a year and a half ago or something. It's about, it's basically like a kind of fictionalized version of Emily Dickinson's life, and she's also gay. So, any show or book or anything that's gay, then I'll probably like it. I didn't finish Dickinson, like there's, like, sometimes I'll start a show and then I'm liking it and everything, but I'll just randomly stop out of nowhere. So that's what happened with Dickinson, so I want to actually finish it because I really like all the characters and it's like really entertaining to me. So that's another show that I want to watch, and those are the current shows that I'm like into, want to watch. Yeah, that's pretty much all of my current obsessions. There's always something going on, but I haven't like felt this way for a show or book or movie or anything in a while that I feel about Agatha, even though I haven't watched it yet. But so I'm like so excited to get into that. Oh, I forgot. Also, Heartstopper season 3 just came out, and I haven't watched that yet, but I love Heartstopper so much, and I can't wait to watch that too. So much content right now. I'm like a person who is just, I define myself based on my interests, so lots going on up here, lots happening. But let me know what you're obsessed with, because I love to talk about all the things that we love. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.